Hey guys, so today I'm going to be filming a video on how to clean your makeup brushes. The video is filmed in my bathroom where the sink is. This is a little different setup than normal. I'm in my bedroom right now because I filmed in my master bedroom. So I'm just going to film the intro and outro here rather than my beauty room across the house. Sorry. Anyways, so I'm going to show y'all how to clean your makeup brushes and give you a few tips on how to spot clean as well. So if y'all want to see how to clean your brushes, then keep on watching. Okay, so before we start, here are my dirty brushes. Here's a towel that, it's just an older towel. That way if I need to wipe the brush off and there is makeup left on it, that this towel can be the one to get the makeup on it. This towel is after they're completely clean. We will lay the brushes here to dry. So, we're going to start off by using the Dawn dishwashing liquid. And I use this because I mean, it's not real gentle, but it gets them real clean, and I know a lot of products are oily, and this soap here helps get the oil out of the way. So that's what we're going to use. So I just kind of use a little bit of warm water as well as cold because I don't personally like my hands being in cold water. First, I'm going to take my foundation brush. What you're going to do first is just kind of submerge it in water. You don't want to hold it straight up, but you don't want to hold it up with the brush head up because you don't want water to fall back into the barrel and this hardware here and then make it loose and then the brush falls apart over time. So you don't want to do that. Just try to keep the process. Then I'm just going to squirt a little bit of my hand and I'm going to dab that and get the brush completely submerged in soap. And you even want to wash around the sides of the brush and even the hardware in the barrel if it has makeup on it. With such a dense foundation brush, you're going to want to make sure the brush is scrubbed all the way into the interior because sometimes you'll notice that inside there is product clumped up. In this case, it's not. I washed these brushes not too long ago. But if you go a while without washing them, then that can happen. That brush, you just kind of wring out the bristles with your hand. And then what I like to do is get the old towel and run it through from the brush on the towel just to kind of towel dry it. And once it's dry to where you can't visibly see water, then you're gonna lay it over on your towel. This brush here is a more, it's actually a natural haired brush, and it's what I use for blush, so that's why all this color is coming out. But with the natural hair brush, you just want to be more gentle. The first brush that I used to clean was a synthetic haired brush. So the bristles aren't near see these just bend and it's not near as dense. So you just want to be gentle and just move the brush around more than anything in a circular motion. Just to kind of like you would wash your own hair. And the barrel of that brush is awfully dirty. I don't even know if it'll come clean. And you know, sometimes you can hear soap lathering. If you can hear that, then it needs to be re-rinsed because the last thing you want is leftover soap on your brush and then it getting on your face or having some type of reaction or something like that. So I'm going to continue to wash these brushes. I'm going to lay that one down to dry. Lastly, I'm going to show y'all this blending brush here and show y'all how I do my eye brushes. Step one is always, with any brush, always wet the bristles first. Then swirl into the soap as well. This brush, as well as the other brush I just had. This brush is a natural haired brush, so you just want to be more gentle if they're natural haired. The synthetic haired brushes aren't near as fragile. Those of you who don't know the difference between a synthetic and a natural haired brush, I'll show you. Oh, see, this one still has soap in it. That's one thing about the smaller brushes. I get carried away and I use too much soap on the brushes themselves, so a lot of times they have soap in them, and I don't like to point it up like this, but I really have to get the soap out of it. So immediately when I finish, I'm just going to point it back down. Okay, so here's the difference between a natural hair and a synthetic haired brush. This is synthetic. The hairs are more fake. I mean, I don't know if you can tell that. It still does the job, and it does things even better sometimes than a natural hair, as does the natural hair does better things than the synthetic hair. So they're both for different things, but zero hairs sticking out the edges. Like this brush looks brand new, even though it's been used 1,000 times. This brush here was bought at the same time and has been used the same amount, and the hairs are sticking out more. Only because natural hair brushes are more sensitive and they're more fragile. So that's why I say whenever you want to clean them gently, but do get them clean. Okay, so here's the display of all of the brushes that I'm going to clean today. The ones that are left over here in my box are ones that I don't use as frequently and that don't necessarily need to be cleaned at this time. So the majority of these brushes are eye brushes and face brushes. I mean, what other kind of brushes are there? Excuse me. But the bigger brushes shouldn't be washed as often because it is more difficult for them to dry, and they will receive more wear and tear if they are washed as often as the other brushes. So my biggest tips to you are to leave them laying on their side. If you have some type of way of hanging them like this with the hairs down, that's even better. But I've always done them like this, let them on their side to dry after you have towel dry them most of the way. Alrighty guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Hope you learned how to clean your makeup brushes. If you have any questions about how to do that, then you can always leave a comment below and I'll get back with you about that. The biggest thing is to keep the brush hairs pointed downward or on their side. As long as the brush isn't facing upwards where the water can go down into the brush, then you're good. You don't want water going down into that barrel, into the handle, and loosening up that hardware and the glue, because then your brush will fall all to pieces over time, not immediately, hopefully. But also, a few tips whenever if you are a freelance artist or if you just do your makeup, whatever it is. And I'm a freelance artist, so a lot of times whenever I'm doing people's makeup, then I will just have like a makeup wipe or makeup remover and a wash rag or something, a small towel, and just spot clean with that rather than a spot cleaner, because I found that makeup brushes do get the brushes cleaner and it doesn't submerge them, so that I can dip back in with that same brush if I need to that day. And you don't want to wash your brushes too frequently because you don't want them to wear and tear quicker, especially if you've paid good money for your brushes. You don't want that money to go to waste. So I don't know if this video is going to take a while or how it's going to be. I mean, there's 22 minutes on my screen right now, but I doubt the video will be that long because a lot of it will be a montage of just a clip sped up with some music. So I guess that's all I have to say. So if there's any questions you have about it, you can leave them over on my Instagram page or here. I even have Facebook. So any of those platforms, you can ask me questions and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. If you leave comments on this video, I'll probably see it sooner because it'll correlate with what's going on. So if there's anything else you'd like to see, please leave it in the comments below. I'm so excited to film this video. I've wanted to do it for a while. And I hope it's helpful. I hope you learned something, and I hope I explained everything well. And I haven't looked at the footage yet of me actually cleaning the brushes. So if That's bad. I'm so sorry. It's my first time actually getting this camera other than a vlog. It's my first beauty video outside of my beauty room. So thank y'all so much for watching. If there's anything else, I think I've done said that 18,000 times. Just please like, comment, and subscribe and share my video. I so much appreciate that. So bye y'all. Oh, did I say thanks? I think I said thanks like 8 times. So that should be enough.